Kevin Durant, way outside. Delivers! Kevin Durant from downtown.
There are great scorers. And then there's Kevin Durant. With most stars, you can at least try something. Double team, force them to one side, make them uncomfortable. But with KD, it feels like the defense is guessing, and he's answering with the same shot every time. A clean pull-up, a high release, no space needed, and somehow, it's always a good shot. So the question isn't, is Kevin Durant an elite scorer? The question is he the most unstoppable scorer basketball has ever seen? Let's break down why KD's offense feels like cheating. Kevin Durant didn't come into the league as a finished product, but he came in with something you can't teach, a scorer's touch in a body that didn't make sense, a near 7-footer who moved like a guard, handle, footwork, balance, and a jumper that looked effortless. From the start, it was obvious. KD wasn't just tall, he was skilled, and once his body got stronger and his reads got smarter, the league was in trouble because the NBA wasn't built to guard a player who can shoot over you and blow past you and finish above the rim. Here's what makes Durant special. He doesn't need the defense to make mistakes. A lot of scorers rely on getting you off balance or catching you with a bad closeout. KD doesn't, because his shot is basically unblockable. His release is high, his form is quick, and his pull-up is smooth from anywhere. He can score in the mid-range like a classic shooting guard, but he's doing it at a forward's height. So even when defenders do everything right, good contest, hand up, forced angle, KD can still rise and fire. And that changes everything, because defenses aren't trying to stop him anymore. They're trying to survive him. When people talk about modern basketball, they talk about threes and layups. But KD lives in the area that breaks game plans, the mid-range. That's the zone where defenses want you to hesitate. That's the zone where contests matter. And KD treats it like an open gym. 1 dribble pull-up, 2 dribble pull-up, spin to fade, turn around from the elbow. And the scary part is, he can get to that shot whenever he wants. If you play him tight, he goes by you. If you give him space, he pulls. If you send help, he's tall enough to see over it and pass. So his tough shot becomes his comfort zone. And in playoff basketball, when everything gets slower and tighter, that's the type of scoring that wins games. Every superstar eventually faces the same thing, a defensive blueprint. The league tries to figure out the weakness, the spot you don't like, the shot you can't hit under pressure. But KD's game doesn't really have that, because you can't force him away from the rim. He's too tall. And you can't force him into jumpers, because he's one of the best jump shooters ever. So what do defenses do? They throw bodies at him. They try to crowd his space early. They switch bigger defenders onto him. They make every catch uncomfortable. But even then, the result is usually the same. KD rises and hits a shot you can't stop. And that's why he feels inevitable. Not flashy. Inevitable. One of the most underrated parts of KD's story is the mental side, the pressure, the criticism, the expectations.
I had to ignore him because I heard him talking some trash to me on the sideline, but I made up for it the next play.
You keep joining super teams to win the NBA title. How about we work out together sometime so I can teach you how to carry your own team?
Oh, into a bad guy. And now you're a good guy again? And you left the NBA hanging. What are they going to do when they don't have a bad guy? Exactly what we do. They're going to make a new one.
At every stage of his career, the conversation followed him. Not just about how good he is, but about what it means. And through all of it, Durant kept doing the same thing. He kept working. He kept refining. He kept coming back with the same weapon. A scoring game that doesn't age. Because skill doesn't disappear. KD's height, touch, and mechanics, those translate forever. So even when his athleticism changes, his scoring doesn't. That's why he's still a problem. So, is Kevin Durant the most unstoppable scorer ever? Maybe the best way to say it is this: there have been louder scorers, there have been stronger scorers, there have been more explosive scorers, but there hasn't been many, if any, who combine size, shooting, and shot making like KD. Because the defense can do everything right, and still lose. So let me ask you, if you needed one bucket to win a game, who are you taking, KD or someone else? Drop your answer in the comments. And if you want more NBA stories like this, legendary players, iconic seasons, and what really made them special, subscribe. See you in the next one.
Kobe or LeBron? Well, I mean, I'd say Kevin Durant.